Okay, step number 2. Now I noticed that I have my paper and it's a little bit crinkled. That happens because the paper got all wet. So what I'm gonna do is just gently take my fingers and try to curl it the other way so that it doesn't bother me so much. I can work with it better when it's flat. So I'm just gonna smush it, roll it in the other way. It won't be perfectly flat, and that's okay. I actually don't need it right now, so I'm gonna put it off to the side. I need my 2 pieces of orange paper. I'm gonna make some pumpkins today. So here we go. Let's start. I'm gonna start with a Sharpie right away because it helps me draw bigger. I'm gonna start with an oval in the center. This whole thing is gonna become a pumpkin. So I'm gonna start with an oval, something like that. Remember, an oval is a stretched out circle. Then, you all know what a banana is, right? I'm gonna draw a banana like this. I'm gonna connect from the bottom, or the top to the bottom. A banana on one side, same thing on the other. Or maybe you wanna call that a half moon or a crescent moon, just like that. Now I'm gonna keep building bananas off the side of my pumpkin here to grow my pumpkin. There we go. Is that a pretty big pumpkin? It's almost off the page. I could maybe squeeze one more in, but that might be a little small. I'm gonna save the stem for later. So there's pumpkin 1, and then I'm gonna do pumpkin number 2, a nice big oval, and a banana, and a banana, banana. All right. There we go. What I'd like to do now, too, is start getting in some patterns on the inside of my pumpkin. Think of lines, shapes, letters of the alphabet, numbers that you want to repeat, because a pattern is something that repeats. So if I take a circle, I have to keep repeating that circle, or circles, inside of this section in order to make a pattern. So I'm going to make that circle pattern here. I'm going to make a zigzag pattern here. All right, now that I'm done with my pumpkins, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to cut out my pumpkins and glue them down to their leaves. So I have to take my scissors, hold them correctly. Remember, my thumb goes in the little circle, my fingers go in the big circle. I'm always cutting away from myself so I'm not hurting myself. And my scissors are only ever cutting paper. When I'm cutting too, I'm leaving a little bit of space between where my scissors cut and the line that I drew. I don't want to cut part of my pumpkin off accidentally, so I'm just going to follow the outside. I'm almost going to pretend like this is like a little fence and I can't cross the fence. Okay, time to glue. Remember, I need to turn the top, twist the top. So here my glue bottle is closed. So I need to twist the top to make sure it's open. I see some dry glue on the top there, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't want it, it's in the way. I'm gonna make sure it's breathing. I hear it. I'm gonna do one pumpkin at a time. If I want this pumpkin to be behind the other pumpkin like this, then I have to glue this one down first. So I'm gonna take this pumpkin off. I'm going to turn this pumpkin over, and I'm going to put 4 dots of glue. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots of glue. That's all I need. I don't need more than that. Then I'm gonna take my pumpkin, flip it over carefully, hold it down, give it a massage. There we go. Here's my next pumpkin. Turning it over. 4 drops of glue. 1, 2, 3, 4 drops of glue. Turn it over. Put it where I want it. Give it a massage. All right, what about those stems? Okay, so now I'm gonna get the stem ready, and I'm just gonna glue it down here. Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I pick a pumpkin, I always seem to get a pumpkin with a broken stem. So I tore this piece of paper. So what I did was I had my piece from my table, and I pinched and tore. So I take my fingers and I kind of pinch and I tear. So I kind of pull towards myself. My fingers are kind of like doing this, almost like they're going back and forth like this. So I'm taking and pinch and tear and pinch and tear. And I got a crinkly top like that. So it kind of looks like it was broken off. There we go. So now I'm gonna glue that on. Is it okay that it goes off the page? Absolutely. Here we go. I'm gonna stick it on there. And there. Now, if you don't like it that tall, can you cut it shorter or tear it shorter? Yes, you can. There's your pumpkin with your leaves made out of your hands, your curlicues, your marker painting, your patterns, and your stems. Wow, you did a ton of work. Let your hands rest a little bit. They need a little rest. When they're done resting, we gotta clean up. We're gonna put away our scraps. They go in the scrap bin. Our markers, make sure that those caps get put on so you hear the click, and put them in your bin. Put your scissors away, close your glue bottle, put this on the drying rack. Well done.